Welcome back, everyone, and we are in the middle of the case right here. And I don't really know what to do. Because he arrived at 7. But didn't he say he took a picture? No, they sat down to eat at 6:30. So yeah, that I said on my camera. Yeah, you did. Captured the beauty of the evening's event in one magnificent photo. The photograph is the only thing I know is wrong. Because I remember when we were at Roberto's place, the picture had Kathleen, because I remember circling her with my mouse. And then I billed the Baron Ruglu and left. Don't have queries with that. It's the photograph, but we can't prove anything. Fuck it. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. See, Kathleen should be there. I do see a mistake because it's got hands on the clock. Just to clarify, Monsieur Rubino, photographs are direct reflections of reality, are they not? Excuse me. That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible! I just told you, Monsieur. The camera is perfect. Unbiased device. The photographs is produced are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific? Certainly. Click on everything that I believe contains a mistake. Boom! The clock in the photograph. There is something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with a key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Remington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. Booyah! The photograph clearly shows the clock's hand pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Cornet has no hands. It has no hands? The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Ruglu or his housemaid if you have any doubts. Monsieur Rubino, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There is no mistake, monsieur. The photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process. An error, precisely, where the clock's hand should be? Please, monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Rubino, edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could have speculated that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph, just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Isn't it obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Rubino created a perfect alibi. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Rubino coerced, bribed, threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Rubino. Fine. You've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all. You did it? You confessing to the murder of Monsieur Grenouille? What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered? By whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Rubino, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's questions. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws. More than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws? Did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Rubino, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the regime after all. Ancien regime after all.
But since you have admitted to falsify evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in the due course.
I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Good day, monsieurs.
Oh, come on. You're getting a little favour with the jury. This is good. This is going well. So, Clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Catalina as an absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Remington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must expect the possibility the other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Catalina was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that under another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So, what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid for the photographer? Or was it Seigneur Purrington Demereux, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Seigneur Purrington to implicate his own daughter.
I think it was the dude, because cigar thing, and he was in business partners with Gwenry. So something's gone on with their business. So, surely we're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Rugaloo deliberately tried to frame Dame Catalina? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Remington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, perhaps I should offer my opinion.
But Baron, it's not a time for your witness testimony yet.
So you think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed! Let me proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections? No objections here. Fantastic! Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice and etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay, Baron Rugaloo. On the night of the
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenville left to visit the garden. Dame Catalina followed behind him moments later. Senor Purtor, Monsieur Rabino, and myself were engaged in conversation, so I paid her no mind. After the photographer left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenville and Dame Catalina. That'd be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, garçon? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Rugaloo, am an honest man.
The defense may proceed with cross-examination. Okay. Now what? Great. The dinner went magnificently. Did it go magnificently? When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenville left to visit the garden. Dame Catalina followed behind a few months later. Discovered the pair just after the photographer left. Let's have a look at the evidence I've got. See, it's that. That's the only thing that's left. We've got a red herring at the dinner. So that's what I'm not going to do for that. Let's go for the garden.
Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves.
What's with all the horses? When was the last time you visited it?
Baron Rugaloo, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. We've got him.
Years, you say?
Indeed.
That's not right.
Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar,
but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Oh, and why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently.
Molinash! My word is gold. Show the court the so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
Scar. I don't feel like the next ones are going to be as easy as this. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin.
Right beside where the murder occurred.
Scarbird? That could belong to anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's perfectly reasonable explanation. I would find that believable if the cigar was casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is, that you, Baron Roglu, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be?
You want me to spell it out for you? Fine, let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Roglu, murdered Monsieur Jayjay. That is what we're trying to keep hidden. Directly
accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen.
That is ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence?
Think harder. Monsieur Remington, every piece of evidence points to Baron Roglu as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion claws were sharp as surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Rubino confessed. Just moments ago, he feared his claws.
Ridiculous! I could have never threatened a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's shares of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2.
This is preposterous!
And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guest in front of the handless clock to make for an easy editing to quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless!
After accusing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminating evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he did not have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Pertor Demereux, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cutling was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is outrageous! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic!
No, there's one outrage here. That is, a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and stature to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a Begorius of the worst kind.
How dare you, garçon!
It's hurt your fucking throat.
The utter nerve of lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse the philanthropist like... philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I am a respectable, hard-working capitalist. Capitalist? No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incurious whelp! I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog! You done fucked me. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man. The concierge with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw! I can walk myself! This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a matter of speaking, well, to be honest, no.
Then we shall confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible! Thank you. I just hope it was enough. What do you mean? Of course, Cataline's innocent. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure! Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As a lawyer, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty. I'm sure that I understand. I'm not sure if I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Cataline Demereux, to be not guilty. Woo! Woo! Booyah!
Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson, you did it.
Yes, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon. I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
I fucking love Sparrowson. You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
It was nothing.
I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Pinned the murder? What do you mean, pinned the murder? Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there was no need to play coy. The case is over.
What? Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you.
Fuck's sake! You bitch!
I murdered Monsieur Grenouille. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal. Just business, you understand?
Business?
To increase my papa's shares in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Ruglu's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of the Paris finest. Paris finest. I'm going to say Paris. Sounds better.
But Falcon, prove that Monsieur Rubino's photograph was edited. Why am I going like meat what now? But Falcon proved that Monsieur Rubino's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Rubino to paint me over Baron Ruglu and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish the altering the photographs by the trial day. It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative because that could have gone very badly.
Well, fuck.
What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Falcon. It's a bit speechless. I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pocket. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petite Sparrowson.
How much have we got? 50 francs. Fuck, we got paid like what? 40 francs for that. Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon's just... Falcon? Ah, shit! End of Act 1. Wow, shit! I was not expecting that. I thought we were doing a good job. Yes.
January 7th, 1848. The Palais de Louvre.
Ooh.
So picture... Oh, we're dealing with a fox or a wolf now. There is no misunderstanding. In the name of the king, arrest that Spaniard. Okay, so he's killed someone. I didn't realise that was going to be voice. I'm not going to do a voice for these ones. A fox among wolves.
I knew Falcon wouldn't feel like turning up on the office on a Friday. And now he's midday on Monday, and there's still no sign of him. This is becoming a little concerning.
I should go look for him.
I should probably go find him. His home would be a good place to start, but the bird brain never gave me his address. I'll just have to find him the hard way.
What?
What? Find him the hard way? What? What? Where am I supposed to be going? Why would I go there? Maybe here? Excuse me. Monsieur, I'm looking for my friend. You look like a lost and found here. Buzz off, Birdbrain. Alright then.
God, my voice for him has gone a bit weird as well. Justice, please? The court?
No sign of Falcon here. Excuse me, Rupert.
Oh, it's you. The, first year dropout.
Hey, I didn't drop out. I was forcibly ejected. But that doesn't matter right now. I'm looking for Falcon. Have you seen him?
Falcon? The guy who somehow blended his way through the Cataline trial with the help of some very dubious evidence? Fuck's sake. No, I haven't seen him since the trial.
Oh, well, thanks anyway. Excuse me, Mademoiselle de Hart. Down here.
Oh, there you are. It's Sparrowson, right?
That's right.
I heard about the case you were involved in. I would never have thought that the Baron was a murderer. He always treated me with the utmost respect. But then, I suppose it makes sense that the most ruthless killers are the ones who can put up the best facade.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Say, how's your friend doing? He seemed a little down last night.
Last night? Oh, you've seen him?
Yes, he was brooding in the corner of the Le Grand Joyeux, mumbling and drinking. It was a little depressing, to be perfectly honest.
Le Grand Joyeux? That's the dingy student bar on Rue Juan, right?
Fuck knows how to say their name. It's not dingy, it's a little rustic.
In any case, that's an enormous help. Thank you, mademoiselle.
Anytime, Sparrowson.
Okay.
Sparrowson steps through the doors of Le Carnet Joyeux, the dignest student tavern in all of Paris. His nostrils filled with the pungent aroma of sour wine and bitter tobacco.
Well, ruffle my feathers! If it isn't little Sparrowson, I haven't seen you in years. How are you doing, hun?
I'm feeling pretty good, Madame Quinel. Thanks for asking. I'm actually here to find a friend. He's a big guy named Jayjay Falcon.
Falcon? Yeah. The sorry lump has been here all weekend. He's just been moaning and muttering to himself all weekend. Frankly, he's bringing the whole atmosphere down.
I'll take care of him. Thanks, Madame Quinel.
It's no problem, hun. He's probably still in the corner of the drinking room upstairs.
What? No sign of him. Mon Dieu! I almost stepped on the big fellow. Ah, Falcon? What are you doing on the floor? Hey, Falcon, wake up! Wow, it's completely out cold. You must have drunk this place dry. Oh, these voices, man. Let's see. How do you wake a drunk person?
Kick him.
No, nothing. Good morning, Falcon! No, nothing.
I just want to do that.
Well, I guess it's time for a rude awakening. Wakey, wakey. Ah, good. You're up. Are you with us, Falcon?
Yes. Yeah.
Feeling sober? We should probably head back to the Aviary office so we can get some work done.
Don't understand it, Sparrowson.
Huh?
I thought I did everything right. I followed all the procedures. I found all the evidence. I presented the case beautifully. And yet, a guilty feline walks free while an innocent man sits in custody. What went wrong? Where's the justice? It's Sparrowson. He's not going to say we need to try harder.
I don't know, Falcon. Sometimes the system just doesn't work, I guess.
It should work.
Yeah, it probably should. Sorry, Falcon. I don't have the answers. But what I do have is a freshly baked croissant from Pierre Balagier.
Croissants?
Yeah. I'm waiting for you back at the Aviary.
I'm sitting here moping about justice, and you offer me croissants.
Well, it's not just croissants. I got some pain au chocolat, too.
I could go for a pain au chocolat.
Fantastic. Let's get back. Let's make a move.
Right, I admit it. These croissants are amazing.
I told you, Pierre Bolognese on the Rue Verdure is something else. Oh, that reminds me. The baker told me something interesting. Do you know what they call pain au chocolat in America?
They don't call them pain au chocolat?
No. Pronunciation difficulties. American is a whole nother language.
So, what do they call them?
Chocolate croissants.
Hello? Chocolate croissants. What do they call profiteroles?
Oh, I think they still call those profiteroles. But rather than custard, they fill them with ice cream and smother them in melted chocolate.
Simply outstanding.
Is this the Aviary Attorney? Can I speak to someone, please?
Well, what do they call crepes?
Excuse me!
Did you just hear something, Sparrowson?
Down here!
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. What can I do for you, little one?
Oh gosh, where to start? Your name, perhaps? Mousy. My name is Mousy.
And what can we do for you, Monsieur Mousy?
I have this friend, and he has fallen under some legal turbulence.
Legal turbulence? You mean he's being arrested?
Yes, I suppose so. They're saying he's a murderer, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it.
That's quite a problem.
I know. Oh, but I forgot to mention, he's the Prince of Spain.
The Prince of Spain? And you didn't think that was worth mentioning from the start?
I forgot.
You must ask, Mousy, why did you come to us? I would have thought that the Spanish royal family would hire legal counsel with a little more... not terribleness. Expertise.
Oh, the Prince has great faith in your lawyering skills, Monsieur Falcon. He said that your representation as a lawyer was renowned.
Really? The Prince said that?
This is a great opportunity, Falcon. Surely you wouldn't deny a request from the Prince of Spain.
Meh. I gotta get it.
Meh?
Just kidding. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We have royalty to defend.
Heh. You had me worried for a moment. Good luck to you, messieurs.
You aren't coming with us, Mousy?
I have other matters to attend to.
Oh, now I'm fucking suspicious of every bugger now. It's gonna screw me over.
But Prince Juan is being held in the Congrès. I'm sure he'll fill in all the details.
Right, let's make a move then. Right. Before we get too much into the detail of this one, we're going to leave it here. Thank you for joining me, guys. I am absolutely loving this. The little twisty turns we're getting. The comedy, the story, I'm absolutely loving it. I can't wait to play more. Please leave a comment of what you like about this, what you'd like to see coming up as well else on my channel, because I've got some spaces coming up soon. Leave a like as well if you like the video, of course. Don't like it if you didn't fucking like it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!